Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news all right. Folks, buckle up, because this is one of those rumors that could turn into a game changer. The Seattle Seahawks, currently sitting comfortably with an 8-3 record and a solid shot at winning the NFC West, are reportedly in the mix for a major defensive upgrade. And it involves none other than Lavonte David, the veteran linebacker from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, you heard that right. Lavonte David potentially donning the Seahawks jersey in the near future. And if this deal comes through, it could reshape the entire division and give Seattle an even stronger shot at contending deep into January and possibly beyond. Let's unpack this a little. The Buccaneers, sitting at a 6-6 record and facing some serious cap constraints, are looking to make some moves to retool for the future. Tampa's defense, which has been a bit inconsistent this season, especially against the run, is giving up approximately 125 rushing yards per game. That's not bad, but for a team with playoff ambitions, it's not enough. And with their cap situation, they're forced to make some tough choices, especially when it comes to veterans like David, who's been a cornerstone of Tampa's defense for years. Lavonte David, at 35, is a seasoned veteran whose instincts and playmaking ability have always been top tier. Over his career, he's accumulated around 400 tackles, and last season he posted an impressive 88. 7 PFF coverage grade, which puts him in the top 20 among linebackers. For the Seahawks, that's exactly what you want. A player who can be a playmaker, a leader, and someone who can elevate the entire defense. In 2025, David played 12 games, racking up 85 tackles, 2 interceptions, 8 pass deflections, a forced fumble, and a +1. 9 EPA per stop. His run defense grade was a solid 90. 2, and he has an 8. 5% missed tackle rate, showing he's still reliable and a sure tackler. Plus, he's coming into this season healthy after a minor knee issue in 2024, so no red flags there. PFF ranks him with a WAR of 2.2, comparable to some of the greats like Ray Lewis back in 2010. Now, why would Tampa trade away a player like David? Well, it's partly cap-related, but also about roster direction. They're ceding some ground against opponents, allowing 22 points per game on average, and their linebacker production has struggled with stops decreasing by 12%. It's a tough pill to swallow, especially with a veteran like David still capable of making a difference. Meanwhile, the Seahawks are in a different spot. At 8-3, they're chasing a division title, and their defense has been surprisingly stout, especially after acquiring players like Brooks. The duo of David and Brooks would give them a combined 110 tackles, and their coverage numbers would skyrocket from around 78% to nearly perfect at 98%. That's a massive upgrade for a team that's already got one of the top defenses in the league this season. Not only that, but turnovers have increased by 18%, and EPA per opponent has dropped to -1.7, meaning they're forcing more mistakes and getting off the field more efficiently. And let's not forget about the offensive side of things. With Darnold stepping in and leading the offense with an impressive +13% increase in performance, the Seahawks are looking like a well-rounded contender. The addition of a veteran linebacker like David would be the cherry on top, especially considering the importance of stopping divisional rivals like the 49ers and Rams. His experience, leadership, and nose for the ball could be exactly what Seattle needs to push through in crunch time. Looking ahead to the playoffs, the numbers are equally promising. The Seahawks are currently priced at +850 to win the division, and Lavonte David could be the X-factor in those high-stakes games. His 89% success rate against passes and 6 pass deflections in the postseason make him a clutch performer when it counts the most. He's the kind of guy who can swing momentum with a timely interception or a crucial stop. Plus, his presence on the field would send a message to everyone in the NFC West that Seattle is serious about making a title run this year. Now, it's interesting to consider the broader implications of this potential trade. Tampa is clearly in a retooling phase, trying to build for the future, while Seattle is all in on contending right now. A veteran like David, who's been to the playoffs multiple times and played at an elite level for years, could be exactly what Seattle's defense needs to elevate to the next level. It's also worth noting that this move would send a message to the rest of the league. Seattle is not just a team that's rebuilding. They're a team that's ready to contend now, and they're willing to make bold moves to get there. Of course, the question remains, what are the specifics of the deal? The reports suggest that Tampa could be looking for a third-round pick in 2026 and a fourth-round pick in 2027 in exchange for David. That's a pretty reasonable price for a linebacker of his caliber, especially given Tampa's current cap situation. For Seattle, acquiring a proven leader and playmaker like David could be a significant upgrade to their already formidable defense. It's a move that fans have been dreaming about, adding more veteran leadership, more experience, and more playmaking ability to a defense that's already been one of the league's best. From a tactical perspective, adding David could also help the Seahawks better control the tempo of games, especially against high-powered offenses like San Francisco or Dallas. His ability to diagnose plays quickly and shed blocks makes him a nightmare for opposing offenses. Plus, his leadership in the locker room and on the field could serve as a catalyst for the younger players, helping to develop even more talent on that side of the ball. But it's not just about the on-field impact. The locker room chemistry, the leadership, the veteran presence, these intangibles are what make a difference in close games. David has been a model teammate throughout his career, and his presence could help the Seahawks continue to build a culture of winning. This is especially crucial as they look to sustain success over multiple seasons, not just a flash-in-the-pan playoff run. So, Seahawks fans, this potential move has a lot of layers. It's about bolstering the defense, making a statement to the rest of the league, and giving the team even more tools to chase that elusive Super Bowl title. The fact that Tampa might be open to trading him at this stage indicates both the urgency for Tampa and the value that Seattle could get in return. It's a win-win situation if it materializes, and it's exactly the kind of bold move that could define the rest of the season for Pete Carroll's squad. Of course, we'll have to wait for official confirmation, but if this deal goes down, it's going to be one of those moves that fans will talk about for years. Imagine a defense with Brooks and David leading the charge, with Jamal Adams and the rest of the secondary locking things down. It's a nightmare for offenses and a dream come true for Seahawks fans who want to see their team lift that Lombardi trophy. And let's be honest, with the NFC West as competitive as it is, the 49ers, Rams, and even the Cardinals fighting hard, every upgrade counts. Seattle has been resilient all season, overcoming injuries and skepticism, but this move could be the final piece to put them over the top. It's about making a statement that the Seahawks are here to stay, here to contend, and here to win it all. Now, fans, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this potential trade? Would you be excited to see Lavonte David in Seahawks green? Do you believe he can be the difference maker that pushes Seattle to the next level? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion really matters, both to us and to the team. Remember, I'll be back soon with all the latest updates, so stay tuned and keep that Seahawks spirit alive. We're on the cusp of something big, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds. Go Hawks!